Today, we pit against each other with a fight to the death. The French press versus the Aeropress. Now first up is the Aeropress. Now the Aeropress is a lot newer in comparison to the French press. This thing, first off, can make coffee anywhere. When I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. You could take this thing to the top of Mount Everest, toss it off the top, climb back down, find it in the snow, and you can still make coffee wherever the heck you are because it is durable as all get out. This thing, if you want to knock it with a baseball bat, go for it. Why? Because it's going to come back to you like a loyal puppy and just say, you know what? I love you anyways. I'm going to make you coffee. Not only that, this thing makes one of the smoothest cups of coffee I have ever had. You can have some of the crummiest beans that makes just a bitter, burns the chest hair off of you, and you throw it through the Aeropress. I tell you what, man, this thing will make you one of the smoothest cups of coffee you have ever had in your entire life. Now next up is the French press. This is the classic, the 1911 of coffee makers. And you might be wondering to yourself, well, what makes it so good? Why is it not obsolete now? This thing makes one of the richest cups of coffee you have ever had. You have probably had drip brew before. You may have had Aeropress before. You may have had pour over. But this thing makes a super rich, super delicious cup of coffee when paired with any cream or sugar will make your day just that much better with the richness this thing brings. Not only that, but this thing is flexible, and not when I talk about physically, I mean in use. You can use this to make milk foam with it if you don't have a milk foamer or a milk frother, and it makes a nice, thick, rich milk foam after you have steamed it, making you potentially a nice homemade-ish cappuccino. Lastly, it comes in multiple sizes. Unlike the Aeropress, this thing can come in small, big, large, ginormous, I guess. You can even get it in glass, you can get it in ceramic, and you can get it in whatever you want to. Why? Because it's been around for so long, people have customized this, tweaked it, and made it their own thing. Now with those in mind, we are going to taste test the 2 cups of coffee and figure out which one is better, at least for me anyways. First up is the French press. Now I was going to do a blind taste test, but then I realized they were different heights and I could tell just based on looking at them that they were different. And based on solely looking at them, the French press here has a little bit more of a cloudy appearance and it has a nice little foam ring around the top part. Whereas the Aeropress, obviously being a little bit less in here, is a little bit clearer and a little bit more transparent. But we're going to start off with the French press. And right away, you can tell this one has a lot more flavor to it. It carries a lot more of the oils in it, which the metal filter in the French press brings, bringing a lot more flavors from the oils and from the beans to it. Very flavorful, very robust, kind of like one of those cups of coffee you would take and smash your enemy in the face with and then drink it again. Quite a flavorful coffee, very... makes me want to go outside and deadlift a log or something. Now this one's the Aeropress. Again, a little bit more transparent, translucent. Much crisper, much cleaner. Thinking about a kind of like a drip where it uses the paper filter to get the oils out, but you still get a wonderful, crisp, smooth flavor to it. So, pitting the 2 against each other, just back and back forth tasting, which one would be a better day-to-day drinker? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go to the Aeropress. And you might be thinking, well, why? It's got so much more flavor with the French press. Well, one thing I failed to mention is the Aeropress, not only can you use a paper filter, but you can also use a metal filter. You can order these off of Amazon, and you can literally make French press coffee with the Aeropress. Not also including the points I made previously in the video, this thing can make French press coffee as well. Now, unlike the French press, it doesn't make milk foam quite the same because it has the metal mesh in the French press that pulses inside. This wouldn't be able to do that. but it has that durability and it has that flexibility with it. So my winner is the Aeropress. Now tell me, what do you think? Which one do you think is better, the French press or the Aeropress? There's a lot of y'all that may have had both or one or the other. Tell me what you think. And don't forget to comment below what your thoughts are. Like it if you like it, share it if you want to share it, and go brew up some love for somebody.